All right, how do you get married and not break the bank? How do you not start your marriage in debt? Well, Katie Dunsworth is here from Smart Cookies to talk about doing your wedding economically.
Yeah, a little more for a little less is what we always strive for.
How much do weddings cost these days?
You know what? The average figure in Canada comes in around $20,000. And when I first heard that, I couldn't believe it. And then I planned my own wedding and was hard-pressed to try and stay under that number. So it's definitely things add up. Food, liquor, dress.
Yeah. I think when you go to a lot of merchants and you say it's for a wedding, suddenly the price is huge.
Yeah, so we have a lot of tips. We actually have a guide that's up on our website which has negotiating tips to avoid things like that. But there's just also really smart things you can do to buy the essentials, but do it for less.
Okay, let's look at some of your information that you have for us today.
So Smart Bride Boutique is basically the Craigslist for wedding dresses. And Robin Dunn, actually one of the Smart Cookies who just got married last summer, has her dress listed on there right now. So you can check it out. It's an Oscar de la Renta dress. Gorgeous. And what I think is interesting is that people tend to think that, oh, I'm buying a sample from a store. What a great deal. Well, buying a used dress or a nearly new dress, as we like to call it, is basically like buying a sample, but it's actually a lot less. It's usually 60% less. So smartbrideboutique.com, great prices. You can connect directly with the seller, which I really like. So then you can coordinate trying on, or if they need to ship it, you can set that all up. And it's free to post and free to search.
Oh, it's kind of nice to know that your dress is going to things in a closet.
I know, and that's just the thing. I remember thinking,
put
it up there. Well, and it's just worth trying, right? Even if you aren't able to sell it, maybe you want to consign it later on. How much time is it really going to take to just list it and see?
Right. Okay, so next up, after the dress, this is an interesting one, weekday wedding.
Yes. So Sandra, one of the Smart Cookies, also got married also last summer, and she had her wedding on a Thursday, and she estimated that she saved about 40%. Married at a beautiful venue, just wasn't booked that day. She had a very short time to plan her wedding too, so that was actually why she started with that, is that she could not get a date because we were planning it on a short timeline. So in the end, she saved a ton, and they were really willing to give her some extras, which is nice. She got a longer amount of time. So it works. And the thing that we really try and consider is if, a good chunk of your wedding guests are coming from out of town, they're going to make it a trip anyway. So having it on a Thursday or Friday isn't really that inconvenient.
I heard someone complaining about going to a wedding that was planned on a long weekend. This person really didn't like the fact that the bride and groom had chosen a long weekend.
Because then it becomes you're obligated.
And then everything does become a little more expensive too.
Yeah.
Okay, next is a freelance florist.
Okay, so freelance florist, this is an idea that I actually have a friend who's a great florist, and he, said, if you just approach somebody at a great local shop and say, do you do any work on the side? Could you help me? I'm doing an event. Generally, they're going to give you great design. Those aren't real flowers, but those are something, too, that Chintz & Company does. It's about $20 for a little bouquet like this. Quite cute. I use those for my wedding. So nice. Betrothed. But really cute. And what's great about this is I have these in my house still, and put them in a little vase, and they look kind of cute. They never die. No one can really tell the face.
If they were real, they would definitely die in my place.
So here's a company, or check out a local florist and ask them if they freelance.
Right. Okay, next up, decorate with candles.
Yes, you've done to our stuff. Simple. So you can get these. This is all from the dollar store, which I love dollar stores. Candles are just a few dollars, and this is just a few dollars. So the centerpiece for a table doesn't need to be extremely ornate. If you're doing an evening wedding, candles are beautiful, and the photos look so nice too.
And you can see the guests on the other side of the table.
Exactly.
The big centerpieces.
Oh my gosh.
You end up moving the centerpiece.
No.
Okay, and the final tip is Groupon.
Groupon. We love Groupon. So whether it's getting your hair done, maybe you want to spoil your bridal party, take them for nails, massage, something pre-wedding, make sure you check out Groupon.
Okay, and one more thing we wanted to talk about, just mention, Kate and William getting married. So what did you say the average Canadian wedding cost?
Well, we're thinking around $20,000. I think theirs is estimated around 10 or 20 million.
10 million pounds. Which is about 16 million. I think it's more than that. And Charles and Di, theirs was 30 million pounds. Oh my goodness.
So if you're feeling bad about your wedding, you're you're at least you're not William and Kate.
Well, and that's just their wedding. Security for their wedding? Some reports say it could cost as much as $20 million. 40 million? Between 20 and 40 million.
Thanks.
Just for security. You don't worry. You won't.
You're in the clear.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Katie. Now, if you'd like to find more great money saving tips, go to the Smart Cookies website. They are at smartcookies.com. All right, Christy. Good money saving tips. Yeah, what's up?
Well, I think that you don't necessarily need an actual wedding dress. You could just buy any dress. It could be white. There's lots of white dresses out there, and that's what I did for my wedding.
Great.
And it cost me $300.
That's a great tip. And you don't have to use bridesmaids dresses.
No, that's what I did. Use bridesmaid dresses.
Yeah, I just have to.
You can wear them again too.
Or just don't have bridesmaids at all.
No, I don't like any of you people.
I know, that sounds terrible. No, but I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't wear their own dresses.
Exactly.
And it's fine. Yeah, all right.